Hey everybody, it's Shannon Albright, and I apologize for cutting our call short this past week. There's tons more that I want to talk to you about. So on our last call, we talked about posting on Facebook. We talked about sending personal invites. That's actually going to be key, by the way, sending out personal invitations to our challenge groups. So let's talk a little bit about challenge groups, because I know not all of you have been a part of one, and I want to explain a little bit about what it is. So basically, it's a health and fitness accountability group. They were designed because this company is amazing. They actually want people to not only buy the products, but they actually want people to use them and reach their health and fitness goals. And what they were seeing at first when the company was first launched is that people were buying the products, but they weren't using them, and they were collecting dust on the shelves. So they designed these health and fitness accountability groups, what we call challenge groups, to provide the support and motivation and just to have that unity and the support, just so everybody could complete the program. So that's why challenge groups were designed. So we run challenge groups every single month, and we have the same schedule every single month. Okay, so basically we run a couple different challenge groups. So the first Monday of every month, we run a challenge, either using the 21-day fix or any other Beachbody program. So it's either a 21-day fix where everybody in the group needs to have the program, or we run what we call a general accountability group where they can have the option of choosing any workout program. Every challenger in these groups have to have purchased a challenge pack. A challenge pack includes a workout program plus Shakeology. So that's the first Monday of every month. So then the second Monday of every month is when we run our free 14-day health and fitness challenge. Now, this challenge is absolutely free. They don't need to purchase Shakeology. They do not need to purchase a special workout program. They do have the option of signing up for our Beachbody club membership, where they have free 30-day access to the Beachbody On Demand, which will give them where they can stream popular workout videos such as P90X3, Insanity, Turbo Fire. There's a library of like hundreds. It's actually extremely amazing. So we have people sign up for the club membership, and then I have one of the coaches in our group have designed a workout schedule based off that, the programs in the Beachbody On Demand. Now, they do not have to have it. I do recommend it, and I do encourage you to encourage your challengers to have it. But if not, they have to have some other workout plan that they are following of their own, whether it's running or anything that they're doing if they belong to a gym. Also, during this 14-day challenge is we educate on clean eating. So every day, we discuss clean eating and, the different principles about clean eating. And we also provide a meal plan for them to follow that they have the option of following. So it's a really good group. And the reason why we do these free challenges is to get people interested in what a challenge group is. I know a lot of people are turned off from ordering a challenge pack, especially if they don't know you yet. So these challenge groups are designed, number one, to help people, because that's what we do, first and foremost, right? We want our challengers to reach their health and fitness goals. And second, it's to help build that trust and to show what an actual challenge group is, so that they'll enjoy the accountability and the motivation and the support so much that they'll want to transition into, our next challenge, where they would have to purchase a challenge pack. Anyway, so that's our 14-day health and fitness challenge. So that starts every second Monday of every month. And what I would suggest is to write all these down, so I also have it in our cover photo in our Dreamers, Believers, Achievers group, okay? So then the third Monday of every month is another 21-day fix challenge group and another 30-day general challenge group. So again, the 21-day fix group, they have to purchase the 21-day fix or the 21-day fix extreme challenge pack, or the general group is they have to purchase, any other program's challenge pack. And then the fourth Monday of every month, we run what we call a 5-day coaching sneak peek. Now, the 5-day coaching sneak peek is where we, it's ran similar to our challenge group. So every day we're going to be posting in it for the 5 days, but it is strictly on coaching. Which is perfect for new coaches, because I know that when I was a new coach, I had a really hard time explaining what we do as coaches, number one, and this whole opportunity and how awesome it is. So it's a really good way of getting people informed of what we do as coaches. So every single day we talk about something related to the business. This is our attempt to informing people who we think would make a great coach. We would invite them to this challenge, have them participate for the 5 days, and hopefully by the end they're going to want to join our team and we've answered all of their questions. So if you know anybody that would be a great coach, I would recommend, invite them to join that 5-day sneak peek. It's free and it can't hurt just to learn information, right? I know for me, I just try and invite everybody to the coaching opportunity because I absolutely love it. And I want to share it with everybody because it has been extremely life-changing for me. And I really hope that one day it will be for you as well. So that's basically, for the challenge group. So again, they have to have a challenge pack, which is a workout program plus Shakeology. A lot of times, Shakeology is very hard to talk people into. But I kind of feel like it's because they don't understand the value or they don't understand what Shakeology actually is. In my personal opinion, I feel that Shakeology is actually more important than the workout program because health is 80%, health and weight loss is 80% how we fuel our body. So Shakeology is fueling your body with all the nutrients it needs. So, on top of, eating clean, Shakeology, I feel is, more important than the actual workout program. And that's how I approach it with my people and my clients. So it's just, and, I share, not sell, I share what Shakeology does for me. And I believe we're going to be talking more about this next week. So I don't want to take up more of your time about it now. So, all right. So you guys are inviting to all these challenge groups. You're posting 3 to 5 times a day, like we talked about on our last call. So what happens if you get somebody interested? What do you say, right? I had such a problem with having a conversation with somebody because I felt like as a new coach, I made a lot of mistakes, which is very normal until you learn, just like every new job, right? It's a learning process. So I didn't know how to have a conversation with somebody. So that's why I wanted to explain to you how I had the conversation so you guys wouldn't be as lost as me. Because again, when I was a new coach, I came off as a salesperson and it was awful and I wasn't making, any sales or I wasn't getting people to join my challenges and it was awful. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So when somebody messages me back, so 9 times out of 10, you're going to get your challengers from your actual personal invites, not from your posts, not from anything else. You know what I mean? You can have this pretty image that says, join my challenge, blah, blah, blah. And you may hear crickets, and that's okay. People are still following you, so I still want you to do them because every single post that you guys do is going to be seeds planted in everyone's heads. They are going to be following you, I promise. So when you actually send a personal message to somebody, inviting them to join our next challenge, and they're like, yeah, I'm interested, give me more information. Then I was always like, oh, what do I say? So the very first question, whether it's a free group, whether it's a challenge, a group that they need a challenge pack, my very first question is, what has piqued your interest? What is making you interested about joining this challenge? 9 times out of 10, they tell me what their health and fitness goals are. If not, I ask them, what are your health and fitness goals? So I can make sure that this is the right challenge for you. And if their first thing that they say that, yes, I'm interested, but how much? I never answer that how much until the end of the conversation, because when you do it in the beginning, unless it's a free group, if you do it from the very beginning, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them because they don't understand the value and the importance yet. So I don't answer that question. And when they ask me how much, I say, it really depends on you and your needs. So I want to get to know you a little bit so I can make sure that this is the right fit for you. So anyway, so then once they tell me their health and fitness goals, I actually have a true conversation with them because I really true care. Like, I try and learn as much as I can about them so I know that, how I can help them best. So if they tell me they're a mom of 3 or a mom of 5 and they work full time, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are a busy mama. How do you keep up, And we have a true conversation. So some of the questions, I ask them are, have you tried losing weight before? What have you struggled with? What were your successes? What have you tried? Some people have tried, oh my gosh, so many pills and Weight Watchers and, everything else. So I try and empathize. I try and sympathize. I try and provide as much support as I can during, that conversation. If somebody tells me that they've lost 100 pounds, I'm like, I ask them, I'm like, does that number overwhelm you? And 9 times out of 10, they say yes. And I ask them, I was like, the reason why I'm asking is because I know that when people get overwhelmed, they get so overwhelmed to the point that it paralyzes them and they don't even begin the program. And I explain, and they don't even ever begin a weight loss journey because they're just so overwhelmed. So I say, don't think of the large number. Start out small. You can't change bad habits overnight. It's going to take time. So let's start small, and let's make smaller goals, whether it's, losing 5 pounds in 3 weeks, or start with eating a healthy breakfast every day, working out, 3 times a week instead of, the 5. Like, set smaller goals and have a conversation with, so they can feel like, wow, this is actually possible, right? So I always explain, if they tell me about, weight loss is their goal, overall, I tell them how important how important fueling your body is, and that it makes up 80% of the weight loss equation, and exercise is only 10%. I don't know if you guys know that. Everybody thinks that if they go to the gym and work out for hours, you're going to lose all this weight. Not the case, which is why Beachbody programs work so well. That a lot of them are 30 minutes. It's how you fuel your body is the most important, which is 80%, and that's where the Shakeology comes in, because you're fueling your body properly. So once I learn about them, once I know that they're working, their goals, however, once we get down to it, I let them know. I'm like, look, I have a solution, and I really do feel that this challenge will be perfect for you, because it is. I truly believe it. Everything that I say, I truly believe. The support that we provide, the accountability, the meal planning in itself, the education on clean eating, like, all we do is awesome. And the Shakeology, the benefits of their own. So, anyway, so it's, I explain to them everything without mentioning, the actual workout program. And then at the end, when I explain to them what the challenge group is, which I say to them, it's a closed Facebook group, so only members can see what is being posted. We're going to offer daily support and motivation to help you stay on track and to reach your health and fitness goals. We're going to provide you with a meal plan that you have the option of following. We're going to provide you with education on clean eating. And also, too, you're going to be in the same group with other people that are, on a health and fitness journey, and they are going to, and that just provides awesome support, peer-to-peer support as well. So, I let them know what they're going to get. And then is when I mention, what's included and how much and what's included. And I list out every single thing that's included in the challenge pack. Okay. And then, sign them up if they're interested. So if you go through all of that, if you have a great conversation with somebody and they're interested and they've been following you for a while, and you're doing everything that I'm telling you to do, and at the end of the day, they still say, you know what, that's still too much money for me. You are going to get that. The majority of conversations that you have with people, they are going to tell you no for one reason or another. 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you it's too expensive, okay? And I got to tell you that those are all excuses, because that no generally means something else. It means that they have a fear of failing. They're not ready to start their journey. For some people, it is too much. Yes, okay. Or they just don't understand the value. So I make sure that they understand. Can you put a price? Imagine how you're going to feel when you're 100 pounds lighter. Can you put a price on that? Can you put a value on that? And make them realize the value. So 9 times out of 10, if they still say no, don't sweat it. Don't beat yourself up. Do not take it personally. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. Okay? The majority of people, I'm going to say this again, the majority of people that you have conversations with, and sound interested, they are going to say no. But I promise you that eventually they will come around. If you post share all this great stuff on social media 3 to 5 times, you post 3 to 5 times a day, share your journey, share Shakeology, and what it's doing for you. You share your post-workout pictures, share, recipes, share, once you start having challengers and challenge groups, share their successes without, mentioning their names, but share, also share what these challenge groups are doing for you. If you're not in a challenge group yet, I highly recommend get in one ASAP so you know what they are. So share your own successes, and what you love about the challenge groups. These people who say no, they are going to follow you. So what I do is that I actually keep in touch with them monthly, bi-monthly, every person is different. And I say, you already know that they have a health and fitness goal. They're probably not going to reach it on their own. Some do. The majority don't, though, unfortunately. So, what I do is I just keep in touch with them. And then I'll invite them again later down the road. But when I keep in touch with them, it's not Beachbody related. It could be health and fitness related. Or once we start building a relationship with each other, I'll know more about them. So we'll have other things to talk about. But keep in touch with them, because I promise you the majority of your no's turn into yeses. Okay, so do not get discouraged. A lot of coaches get discouraged when they're new because they constantly hear the word no, and they're taking it personally, and they think that they're not any good at this, and they just want to give up. That's not the case. It has nothing to do with you, unless you're coming off as a 100% salesperson. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, so again, don't take it personally, and I highly recommend, if I have not suggested this yet, for you to read the book Go for No. They actually want you to get as many no's as possible, because one day those no's will turn into yeses. So like all of my challengers now, the majority of them have told me no in the past, and that's okay. They're not ready, but when they are ready, they will know to come to me, because they are seeing me all over social media, and I am messaging them to see how I'm doing, how they're doing, because I truly care. I really want them to succeed in whatever their health and fitness goals are. The one thing that I tell, all my coaches is that this is not a business for today, just for today. This is not a business just for this month. This is not a business for next month. It's a business forever. So basically, by getting all of these no's, you're setting yourself up for success in the future, because they may not be ready right now, and they may not be ready next month, but they may be ready in 6 months. They may be ready in a year. So if you're still keeping in touch with them, they will think of you to come to you because they're ready. Okay? So just keep pushing through. Keep sending out those personal invitations, to our challenge groups, and just, keep doing what I'm telling you to do, because it's the compound effect. Over time, all these little tasks that you're doing, although you're not seeing a huge, profit or a huge benefit in the beginning, you will over time. If you can stick with this business and be consistent, you will see huge growth even after a year. Okay, it's not a get-rich-quick business. You know, we're starting from, it's like starting our own company. I probably told you guys this before, but it's like starting your own company. So you're building from the very beginning. You're building, you know, and gaining people's trusts. And then over time, you will see that these conversations get easier. The sales get easier. So the more you help people, the more success you're going to have financially in the future. So, just I promise you, just stick with it. And if you do get discouraged, please talk to your upline coach, because it's so easy. I've almost quit a few times, which is why it's so important for you to know why you're doing this and to have a strong why of why you're doing this, because it's so easy to quit. But if you stick with it, it's so rewarding. I love it. Like it honestly has changed my life. It's made me a better person. It's made me a more confident person. It's made me a stronger person. You know, when I first started as a coach, I couldn't even, you know how we do the Zoom calls, like, and we have the option of doing the video. I didn't do a video, you know, face-to-face, a video Zoom call, you know, for months. I was so shy. Like I didn't, Charlie, I'll take you on in a second. I was so shy. Like I didn't know these people that I was getting on the call with. And I'm like, you know, that's how much of in a bubble I was. You know, I was depressed. I was overweight. You know, I was a new mom who wasn't getting any sleep. Like, you know, never did I ever think I would be leading my own team. Never did I ever think I'd be making these videos, talking to myself like, you know, gosh, you should see my first video I ever did. Awful. But anyway, I did it. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. So anyway, Beachbody has completely changed me. It just made me into a more confident person. All this support and education you get from our amazing upline is just amazing. And it's just so important to do your personal development. If there is an area where you're weak, you know, read a book about it or listen to an audiobook about it, you know, on your way to and from work or wherever you can. So I'm telling you, it'll change everything. So I am also always a challenger in my challenge groups, always. Number one, I love the support and accountability. Number two, I just love being a part of a group, and I think it's so important for us coaches to be a part of a group. So we can even just talk about our successes and whatever, and it helps keep me accountable. I'll be honest with you. You know, us coaches aren't perfect. We're not perfect whatsoever. We have setbacks. You know, we don't want to work out sometimes. We don't want to eat clean sometimes, and that's okay. You know, we may gain a few pounds and fall off track, but you know, that's what makes us human, and that's what makes us real, right? Because if we're 100% perfect as a coach, no one's going to relate to us, right? So we want to be relatable because we want people to know that we're human and can trust us. So I'm always a challenger in the group, and I always make sure that I take a before and after picture, and I think, you know, which each program. And I think that's what makes me success, you know. I'm not saying I'm a huge success yet, but I really feel that has helped my growth, is that I can show a before and after picture with my weight loss journey or any of the programs that I've done. Okay, so like I started out with T25. I then did the 21-day fix. You know, I did P90X. I did PiYo. So I have before and after pictures of all of them. So I can show my progression, you know, as a coach and as a person. You know, that these products, because being a proof of the product is so important. So it's showing that I'm a proof of the product, that these products work, and that people can trust me. So I do suggest always be doing a Beachbody program yourself, and always be drinking Shakeology, because if you're not a proof of the product, how can we sell the product, right? How can we share these products with the world? We can't promote something that we're not familiar with, right? So important. I also like to do the workout program, the new workout programs coming out, because that's what's being promoted a lot, and that's what people are seeing a lot. So I like to get on the bandwagon of new products that are being launched. Our next program that's being launched is from Autumn and Siggy. It's called, oh my God, Hammer and Chisel, and it's coming out in December. So I will tell you guys what to do with that and how to build a following with that. Let's see. Okay, so our next challenge is starting on Monday because it is the third Monday of the month. So we have the 21-day fix group, which they have the option of choosing the 21-day fix workout or the 21-day fix challenge pack and the 21-day fix extreme challenge pack. Or we can offer them another, the general accountability group. So what I want you guys to do is that I want you to think about who, friends, family, coworkers. I want you to create a list of 20 to 30 people. And then I want you to send out a personal invitation of what, to invite them to our challenge that is starting on Monday, because I want you to be able to make back your initial investment of whatever that was when you bought your challenge pack, $140 or, whatever challenge pack is. And the best way and only way to do that is to sell our products and share our products and to invite people. And the best way to do that is through inviting people to our challenge group. So our next group is starting on Monday. And so if you have any questions regarding anything that I went over, I want to just make sure I got everything that I want to talk to you about. Okay, so I'm going to reiterate from our call. Every single day as again, business hours. I think I mentioned this in our first call. So important for you to set aside time in your business to do the work, okay? So whether you want to start with like an hour every evening, 2 hours every evening, during your children's nap times. I personally used to watch TV a lot. I used to watch TV during my son's naps. I used to watch TV in the evenings. I actually prefer not to do that anymore. In fact, I have a hard time sitting on the couch doing that anymore. I just prefer to work my business because I have goals, which to me is short-term sacrifice for long-term benefit, right? So I work my business during my son's naps every day. People who work do it during their lunchtime. And then in the evenings when my son is sleeping, I work. I do make time for my husband because that's very important. But also, too, before I was pregnant, I would also stay up really late and make that sacrifice, too. Now, I don't have that option because my body won't let me. So in my opinion, it's just short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. I have the goal because I want financial freedom, which is very possible in this business. I want to bring in a huge income for me and my family. So those are the sacrifices that I'm willing to make now. So in the future, I can enjoy all those things. So to reiterate, every single day, your task should be to at least send 3 personal invites every day. Connect with 3 new people Connect with 3 people every day, non-Beachbody related, whether they're old friends, old coworkers, old somebody, and then send out 3 friend requests every day for people, that you haven't spoken to in a while or, whatever. So, so do those things every single day. Stay consistent with your 3 to 5 posts. And I am telling you, over time, you will see the compound effect. You will see the benefits, okay? So if you have any questions, I know I've gone through a lot. If you have any questions, any concerns, if you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling overwhelmed, please contact me or your upline coach because I was in your shoes. I promise you I was in your shoes, all right? So that's it. All right, have a great day, ladies, and have a great weekend. Bye.